Can the Seattle Seahawks still make the playoffs? Man, I hope so. What is up, everyone? What is going on? My name is Matthew Lang. I'm the football boss, and today I'm going to bring up the question: can the Seattle Seahawks still make the playoffs? Because it's kind of decreasing a little bit, and there's a team that's kind of catching up to us. So, if you haven't been paying attention, Seattle Seahawks had a 4-game win streak going on, and they looked pretty darn good during that win streak. The offense was doing good, the defense was doing good, the run defense was actually really good. We shut down teams like the Giants, the Chargers, although kind of looking back at that now, it's really not like, ooh, wow. But at the moment, though, both of those teams were expected to be playoff contenders. And you know what, though? The Giants and Chargers could still make the playoffs, though. Anything is possible. But ever since then, we have lost 4 of our last 5. And really, honestly, we could have lost our last 5. And we sit at 7-7. We are currently the fourth wild card team, which if the playoffs started today, that we would be eliminated. And honestly, it's not really looking good for us right now. I mean, Tyler Lockett, of course, missing the next couple weeks with the finger G is really not going to help, though. And our schedule isn't exactly looking very favorable either, though. Looking at the rest of our schedule, though, we have the Kansas City Chiefs, which is going to be a very tough game. We have the Jets, which the Jets have a good defense, though, and they have very inconsistent quarterback play. But we have kind of proven that literally anyone can run on us. So you know what, though? James Robinson could probably run for 3,000 yards against us. Probably not. And then you have the Rams on the final week of the season. And the Rams almost beat us last time with John Wolford. Now they have Baker Mayfield. And I'm not trying to say Baker Mayfield is like a massive upgrade or anything and be like, oh, Baker Mayfield's going to be amazing with the Rams. But those last 2 drives against the Raiders, he did look very good. Is he going to continue that? I don't know. I mean, if he keeps butting heads with his players with helmets on, maybe we should be concerned Baker Mayfield's even going to play in that game. But nevertheless, honestly, if I have to be completely honest, though, I think it's possible we lose all 3 of these games. Obviously, Kansas City is going to be very, very tough, though. I do think we can score points against them, though. Marquise Goodwin did step up when DK Metcalf got injured against the Chargers, though. So I am expecting him to step up, though. Kenneth Walker's back, though. He might be able to get some run lanes, though. Geno Smith has still been doing really good this year, so I do think he can pass against this defense, though. The problem is, I just don't know how we're going to stop the Chiefs' offense, though. And then just as I said, you have the Jets, so Jets have a good defense, though, so they actually might be able to cut back our offense a little bit, though, and maybe put it more in Geno's hands, which, no offense to Geno Smith, when the ball gets put in his hands when there's no run game, we have struggled. We haven't really had a run game for the past 5 games, and we've lost 4 of our last 5. And even that Rams win was kind of sloppy. It really wasn't very good. And I did compliment the Seahawks to be like, hey, we came up clutch when we needed to, though. Geno had a fantastic drive, though. So in my book, that's a win, and the plus a win's a win. No one's going to be like, oh, you barely beat a bad team. Let's consider it a loss. No. And then just as for the Rams. The Rams might actually be a little trickier than what some of you think. And plus, we always struggle against the Rams. So currently, the other 2 teams ahead of us are the Commanders and the Giants. So Taylor Heineke kind of going on a bit of a run. Lately, though, he has won 6 of their last 8, though. They did tie to the Giants, though, so there's that. And the only other loss is the Vikings. Now, currently the Vikings are the number 2 seed right now and are looking pretty good, although currently not right now because I'm filming this while the Colts are playing the Vikings, and the Colts are... yeah, they're up 23-0, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But, anyway... ooh, maybe it could be the 7th seed. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah. And then meanwhile, you have the Giants. Now, the Giants are dealing with, of course, a lot of injuries right now, and they, of course, lost quite a few few of their games. Oh, their only other win was, of course, against the Houston Texans, which only one team has lost to the Texans, though. Because, yeah, they lost to the Seahawks, they lost to the Lions, they lost to the Cowboys, tied against the Commanders, and they got their ass kicked by the Eagles. So their next 4 games are not particularly easy games, though. You have the Commanders again on Sunday Night Football, though, which actually I'm probably going to post this on Monday, though, so we'll know the outcome of that game by then, though. You have the Vikings on Christmas Eve. You got the Colts. You got the Eagles. Currently, right now, the Colts are looking pretty darn good against the Vikings right now. So we're just going to have to wait and see about that. So, on paper, if I had to predict this, though, I would probably say the Giants probably finish 8-1. Their only win being, of course, against the Colts. Unless the Eagles rest some of their players, though, because currently they're 12-1 right now. And if the Vikings lose, and if the 49ers lose another game, though, well, actually, there's still 2 games up against them already, though. The Eagles probably won't have anything to play for when Week 18 comes around. So it's possible we see Gardner Minshew. Now, obviously, Gardner Minshew's awesome. The mustache is awesome. But it's also very possible for the Eagles to lose that game as well. Remember last time they were the 1 seed, though. Yes, I know Carson Wentz was injured, though. They kind of basically put all their backups out there, and they looked like crap. But they went on to win the Super Bowl, so I don't really think they care. Meanwhile, a team that's kind of sneaking up on us right now is actually the Detroit Lions, though. They are going on a tear right now. They have also won 6 of their last 7 games. Their only other loss against the Bills, which they only lost on a last-second field goal, and probably could have won that game, too. Their remaining schedule, they have the Jets, they have the Panthers, they have the Bears, and they have the Packers. Honestly, they could win all 4 of those games. And you know what? Yeah, that's not particularly good, though. And just as I said, now the good news about the Lions is we actually do hold a tiebreaker over them. So if we win out the rest of the season and they win out, though, we would currently be above them right now because we have the tiebreaker over them. So currently right now they are 6-7, and the Seahawks right now are 7-7. So if the Lions do win tomorrow, though, against the Jets, we are still going to be above them because we hold a tiebreaker over them. They're going to have to win another game, and they're going to have to win one more as well. But the problem with that is, well, we have the Chiefs on Christmas Eve. They have the Panthers. The Panthers is probably going to be a little bit more easier. And then they have the Bears and, of course, the Packers. Who knows what the Packers are going to be looking like? Are the Packers going to shut down Aaron Rodgers if the Packers get eliminated, though? Or is that going to be a game where the Packers and Lions are going to be fighting for a playoff berth? Very possible. So currently right now, it's really not looking so good for the Seahawks right now. It's not looking so good for the Seahawks right now. No. The good news is that the Broncos are most likely going to give us a top 10 pick because the Broncos have also just been eliminated, though. But with some of these other teams coming in, though, the good news is we have the tiebreaker over the Giants and the Lions, though. The Giants are continuing to fall, and the Lions also beat the Washington Commanders, though. So it's possible that the Commanders and Lions could also switch and they could also switch spots as well. But really we're kind of shooting. But really, the Seahawks are kind of shooting themselves in the foot right now. They also have been swept by the NFC South, which is not particularly a good thing, though. And some of these losses that we're taking, all of them are 1-possession games, and we all had a shot in every single one of them, though. You have the Buccaneers. We lost by 5. We also lost to the Raiders, lost in overtime, lost by 6. Lost to the Panthers, also lost by 6. 49ers were lost by 8. It's really not looking too good for us right now, and we really need to get our shit together, though. It's obviously not Gino's fault, though. It's mostly of our defense, though. Now, I'm not saying fire Clint Hurtt. I think it's a little too early for that, though. But it's really not looking too good for us right now. And if we want to have a shot at making the postseason, we need to fix up our defense. We need to bring our A game against the Chiefs. And without Tyler Lockett, it's definitely going to be very, very hard. Could we lose the Chiefs and beat the Jets and Rams? Yes, that is 100% possible, though. But once again, it also goes to our defense as well. One of the reasons why we're losing time of possession, you look at the Carolina game, they had the ball for almost 40 minutes, and we had the ball for like 20 minutes. So that's not good. And the reason why they were able to do that, though, is because, number one, they were just running the ball basically the entire time. Our run defense absolutely collapsed on the final 2 drives. Same thing with the 49ers, collapsed on that final drive as well, and they were able to possess a lot of clock. which is the results of them holding the ball for a long time. So, really, that's our number one priority, though. If we are going to beat the Chiefs, we need to fix up our defense. That is a big time game for us, though, especially if the Lions win on Sunday and win against the Panthers, though. No matter what happens with the Giants, not, because the Lions have also beaten the Commanders and the Giants. So, is it possible the Lions get slotted in as the 6th seed? Very possible. And another thing is, we also don't get to play the Seahawks don't get to play the Commanders either. So if we lose too many games and the Commanders keep winning games, these wildcard spots could be Cowboys at number 5. I don't think that's going to change, though. Lions at number 6 and Commanders at number 7, or depending on what happens in this Sunday night game, could maybe be slotted in as the Giants. But if the Seahawks keep losing games, it could also be the Seahawks coming in as the number 7 seed. So really, we got to start winning some games, and we need to get some luck on our side, though. Is it possible we miss the playoffs? Yes. Is it possible we make the playoffs? Yes. But the number one thing is that we need some luck to go our way, and second of all, we need to fix up our defense. That is the number one priority. Although the way the Vikings are playing right now, I wouldn't mind going in as the 7th seed. Oh boy. What is going on with the Vikings? Yeah, well, not my problem. I'm sure Packer fans are happy though. And Lions fans. Oh my gosh, the Lions about to win the division. What the heck? But hey, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Though you can follow me on Facebook, MATTHWLEININGER, and I will see you guys on Christmas Eve most likely. Yeah, because I'll be talking about the Seahawks and Chiefs games. Hopefully, it will be a happy Christmas Eve, a nice sad Christmas Eve if the Seahawks lose. Actually, either way, it will be a happy Christmas Eve. Christmas is always a lot of fun. But I'll see you guys next time.